Good evening. Hello, hello. It's your favorite corruption fighter of Indian River County, that damn Michael C. Marsh. So, can I talk to you about policy real quick? So, what we have here, now this may be boring for some of you, so if policy don't interest you at the sheriff's office, you may not want to tune in. So what is this? Damn, that young policy of the sheriff's office. So let's read it, shall we? This is the David User Agreement. Ooh, so sometimes you got to get the black and white, because let me tell you what had happened to me. See, I've been looked up by numerous individuals from the Indian River County Sheriff's Office. Not just me, the Team Success crew. Yeah, we've been looked up. Now, when we asked why we've been looked up, we can't get no answers. Yeah, but you know what? We're supposed to get answers per policy. Sergeant Abalo, Internal Affairs. So I've reached out to everyone. I did exactly what the fine in green has told me to do. So why can't I get a response? Why the hell Detective Aaron Michael Scranton is looking up that damn Michael C. Marsh? So let's read the entire policy, because, you know, I'm crazy. So let's read the whole policy. Let's see if my next internal affairs investigation will be sustained, or the favorite one that they're so good at doing, unfounded. Aww. I wish I had side effects. Now, I've made nice like certificate of achievements for the ones that have been sustained. Now this one here, I think I'm looking good, folks. So let's read it. This is David. So for those of you who don't know what David is, that is the driver and vehicle identification database. So basically, all law enforcement agencies have access to the Division of Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicle. It's their database, but law enforcement has access to it. So basically, all your personal information, address, social security, everything. Now, law enforcement has access to use this David system, but only in certain instances. Traffic, any type of criminal investigation, missing person, but forget me, because I know nothing. So let's read what the policy of what your sheriff, the general order, effective September 22nd, 2015. It was revised September 4th, 2015, and amended June 12th of 15 from your sheriff himself, God of the county. The purpose of this directive is to establish policy and procedure for accessing and use of the information provided to law enforcement available through the modernized web-based driver and vehicle information database. Access to driver's license and motor vehicle data contained in this system is governed by a memorandum of understanding entered into by the Indian River County Sheriff's Office and the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles, which defines appropriate and acceptable use of the system. This policy shall apply to all members of the agency. So what does that mean? That means that the sheriff's office, in order to use this database, have agreed, okay, that they will make sure that the only time they're accessing this is official business of the sheriff's office. You don't get to just say, that damn Michael Marsh seems a little interesting. And, you know, he sure be pulling a lot of dash cam footage of us. So you know what? I want to know where he lives or what cars he's driving. No, 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 no. You don't get access to that for that reason. Let's do some definitions, because in school, my favorite thing was definitions. I love learning new words. New words is good. What is David? As I told you, it's a driver and vehicle information database. It provides Florida criminal justice agencies with all information regarding a person, driver's license, and motor vehicle registration information. The Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles. That's whose database it is. The Memorandum of Understanding. Now, this is a written agreement between two or more parties that outlines specific roles and responsibilities of each person with respect to the collaborative efforts of a particular partnership and creating a clear understanding between each. Now, the Driver Privacy Protection Act. Ooh, that sounds cute. That is a federal act adopted in Florida law which prohibits the release of personal information obtained in connection with a motor vehicle or driver's license function that must not be disclosed. Last, point of contact. This is the agency designee and liaison between Indian River County Sheriff's Office and Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicle. Let's look at the procedure. Access to the web-based version of David will be maintained by the point of contact in the Central Records Unit. Each division is required to determine access levels, permissions, and roles available to users within their respective area. It gets better as we go on. Access forms. In order to obtain access to the database, users must have one of the following access forms on file with Central Records. David Web Access User Profile Form, a Divisional Web Access Form, Web Access. So let's get past the boring parts here because it is kind of a dry read here. Let's get to the interesting parts that directly affect me and others here. So let's see here. Wait for it. Okay. Information access by way of David is governed by and mutual of understanding entered between Indian River County Sheriff's Office and is privileged by the Driver Privacy Protection Act. All inquiries shall be for official law enforcement purposes of Indian River County Sheriff's Office. So, personal information contained in a record pertaining to a motor vehicle and driver's license is protected under both federal and state law by the Driver Protection Privacy Act. So hold on, let's get to, hold on here. So here's the key part right here. You see that? Per Florida state statutes, David information can only be used for legitimate business purposes. Authorized use includes traffic stop, investigations, missing persons, crash or traffic accidents, natural disasters. Unauthorized use of David information includes queries not related to official law enforcement or criminal justice purposes, improper dissemination to non-law enforcement criminal justice personnel, sharing, copying, and distributing David information to unauthorized users, or personal use. Let's see here. Ooh, this is a fun one. Any person who willfully and or knowingly violates any authorized use of David commits a Group 3 violation and may receive the following penalties. Violation of Public Records, Chapter 119, Florida Statute, a misdemeanor of the first degree. Oh, so wait a second here. So if you knowingly, you violate the use of David, that can actually be a first degree misdemeanor. Well, let's see what other penalties there are, because I'm looking forward to this part of the internal affairs. Violation of Driver Privacy Protection Act. Ooh, subject to criminal sanctions and civil liability. Immediate termination. Is that like not passing go or collecting $200 of user access from David? Disciplinary action up to and including termination of employment. Letter E, criminal charges. Letter F, civil liability. Damn. So you mean I can sue? What? Let's see. Ooh, let's talk about the auditing. Auditing, in accordance with the MOU between DMV and Indian River County Sheriff's Office, access to David must be monitored on an ongoing basis. Each division is required to designate a supervisor to receive and review user activity logs for their respective division. Quarterly, the point of contact will forward audit results in the quarterly quality control review form. 2. The quarterly quality control form shall serve as official documentation. So basically, let's get to the next part here. Here's some of the misuses of David. All personnel shall strictly adhere to the rules, regulations, and policies outlined in a mutual of understanding and agency guidelines. Any suspected misuse of the system shall be immediately investigated. Okay, whoa. Can we just look at it? Just look at it. Because as soon as I found this out, I've notified multiple people at the agency, including internal affairs. And it says it should be immediately investigated. Okay? So how come when I wrote to all the detective superiors except for one, no one even responded back? Misuse of the system generally falls into one of 4 categories: affairs of the heart, political motivation, monetary gain, or idle curiosity. Wow. So now they have purpose codes. So let's look at the purpose codes, lastly, for all law enforcement operations. So the only types of searches of reason codes of why they looked you up is the following. Only 5 different reasons. A response to calls for service, verify your identity, a crash, driver's license, motor vehicle status check, or traffic-related inquiry. So you know what's funny? Me and Wanda Scott from the same detective have a traffic-related inquiry. So what does that mean? So does that mean the detective just happened to find me and Wanda Scott's car and we were just like on the side of the road at midnight and this detective was just making sure that we were okay and he just happened to run our information? Yeah, that sounds real good, but negative. Me and Wanda Scott, both of us, were ran within days of each other. Isn't it weird that 2 activists who are exposing the corruption, who will bring down the good old boy network in a matter of time, okay? Me and her are being looked up. Well, that's weird, isn't it? So now, since no one wants to respond, I am going to go to my favorite internal affairs division ever, and that's the ones at the Indian River County Sheriff's Office. So we're gonna. I have full. I know for a fact. Okay, I got faith in my God-fearing sergeant over at Internal Affairs that he will investigate this fully, non-biased. I'm just joking. No, I don't. But anyway, now you got Mr. Leroy over there, the fact finder. He's going to investigate this for me. Okay? I got more faith in Leroy. I don't think he likes me anymore. But it's okay, Leroy. You're still the baddest detective in the whole damn town. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. But their policy says that they're supposed to investigate it. How come no one's investigating it? How come I email the superior and no one cares? You know why? Because it's me. But that's okay, because we have a hard-working Internal Affairs Division who will assign this case to someone, and they will look into it, and they will see that this time, gotcha, there's no calls for service. There is no CAD report. There was no contact I had with the sheriff's office that warranted me being ran through David. So we won't even talk about it no more, because after tomorrow, it will be an open investigation with your fine Internal Affairs Division. On a lighter note and brighter note, Major Flowers, I still haven't got no email back. I was by Gmail all day long today, and I said, maybe, just maybe, the major will write me back. And you know something? Not one body cam email did I get today. Now, I know you've been busy because I saw you marching at the Easter parade and you looked so happy and stuff. So, why can't you email me back, Major? I think that's a lack of professionalism. Does Internal Affairs, do they investigate majors too? Can I put a complaint in on the major? I think it's a lack of professionalism. I don't think he's a fan of team success. Anyways, 2018 is right around the corner. Who's going to be campaigning for sheriff? Listen, I don't care who runs. Damn it, they got my support. I don't care if it's a rock that runs. All right? As long as we get out the good old boy network. I'm going to need one of the leaders, okay? One of the leaders at the sheriff's office, all right, who are well-liked and well-known and loved in the beloved Gifford community. I need y'all to run for sheriff. Can we raise some money for Deputy Floyd or Captain Thornton? Can we get one of them to run for sheriff? I think one of them would get voted in. Can we do that? I mean, damn, you know, I want to see a black sheriff, okay? I was crossing my fingers for Rivers. It didn't happen because the beach money just, Rivers just couldn't do it. And let's face it, we ain't ready for a black sheriff. It's Indian River County. I mean, you know, what are we, like 99.89 Republican here? Yeah, they ain't quite ready for no damn black sheriff. However, if Rivers runs again, the Prius will have 10 more magnets. So that's, I mean, it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense that this sheriff's office doesn't care. Does not care. They don't. When you have individuals such as myself who like to speak up and speak out, listen, if what I was saying was not true, then discredit me. Okay? But I can prove everything that I've said. So you dislike me for that? Okay. You know, because there's a few lawsuits pending against y'all. Hey, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, when you get elected into a position and you work in these areas of the law, okay, you're supposed to be held at a higher standard, at a higher caliber, okay? So to see what goes on of all the abuse and all the policy violations, it is really a travesty of justice that it's time to wake up the community. We tired, sick of it, absolutely sick of it. So I don't know about y'all, but and I said this afternoon, I thought it sounded kind of cool, so I'm gonna say it again. While y'all may Netflix and chill, I'm gonna be watching some dash cam footage and be ill, because wait when you see some of these videos. I don't know how the hell some of these deputies done got out the academy. It's a damn shame. Absolute damn shame. So the next step, since it's Gifford, and they don't give a damn about Gifford, we're going to make sure that all the white folks on the beach side knows what's taking place in Gifford. The poor folks of Gifford, okay? We're going to just make sure that all the areas of Indian River County, you know, everyone knows what's going on. We need to start hitting them with statistics, okay? Because no one on the beach side could probably even tell you how to get to Gifford, all right? So that's why it takes going to the county commissioners meeting, and we're going to go there with statistics, data, numbers, and we're going to be able to show there's a problem. There's a fragmented system here in our county, and that's the goons at the sheriff's office. Not all of them, just some of the higher-ups. See, the unimportant ones, they know their jobs, and they do a good job. And lastly, it's very funny to me that when you work at the sheriff's office, you shouldn't befriend criminals. But wait a second. Some of y'all at the top, y'all got like drug dealers as friends. I'm sorry, did I miss something? This is Indian River County, right? Like, did I miss something here? So please don't let me laugh that everyone who works at the sheriff's, listen, I know many individuals that work at the sheriff's office that got a lot of family members that damn sure couldn't pass a background check. So, are you serious? Really? But lastly, because I enjoy saying it every time, and I know all the fine goons who watch my videos enjoy it too. Be careful not to befriend that damn Michael C. Marsh. Because when you befriend me, you may get forced to resign. You lose your job. Anyway, on a brighter note, not just a complaint, I put in a nice compliment today. I sent a nice email about Monique Jenkins over in the records division, because Team Success likes to acknowledge the hard workers, and there's some really good individuals. Shouts out to everyone in records that's a Team Success fan. I see y'all working hard over there. I won't call no names because I won't master the fire, y'all. Also, Deputy Cynthia Vogelin, wherever she is nowadays, another good deputy. Deputy Michael Page. Even Michael Pierce. You know something? This year, 2018, me and Michael Pierce are going to become friends. Okay, we're going to start taking selfies on the corruption website and everything. Because he said he would save my life and my family's life. And you know what? He made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Lieutenant Hyde, another great individual at the sheriff's office. See, normally, when they get stripes and bars, they get dumber. But not in all instances. There's some over there that has stripes and bars, and they're intelligent and actually know the law. I know it's weird to know the law to be. Anyway, because people keep calling me while I'm on live. As always, it's I am, you are, we are. Team Success. Internal Affairs. Can you have breakfast? I'm coming early, baby. I'm coming early. Oh, shouts out to Miss Deborah Worley, who's always so personable. We love you over from Team Success, Deborah Worley. You make the Internal Affairs division so much brighter, man. That's all I got. Kobe!
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of your news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon or $5 a month on Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.